Put down the hammer, and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show, yeah. Real estate info galore, so listen up, don't miss it. Hosted by the Savvy Landlord, oh.
Hey, ladies. No, I just wanted to say, hey, ladies. I don't know why, but, oh, man, you just entered into the Savvy Radio Show. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. I'm not sure when you tune in, but here we go. Today I'm talking about ladies. Yeah, ladies, I know you don't get enough love in the real estate world. So today I'm going to give you all the love that you can have, need, or feel cuddly with. Ladies, a.k.a. for rental property income. L for leverage. A for appreciation. A for leverage, A for appreciation, D for depreciation, I for income, E for equity, and S for shelter. Hey, how's that sound? So, hey, ladies. Hey, if you know where Hey Ladies is from, message me and I'll send you a prize, a gift from your boy. Here we go. L for ladies and L for leverage. Probably one of my most favorite things that I've learned over the couple years is low down or no down in a big loan. You just spread your money and duplicate it 10 times, 20 times. You can leverage. For example, you buy $1 million property, you can put 10% down, say that's $100,000, but you just acquired $1 million asset that throws off all kinds of cash flow. But you can turn around and borrow that down money and have infinite money in it. So real estate investing gets super exciting and potentially outrageously rewarding when you make money with other people's money. That's what OPM, other people's money, aka leverage. So your goal as a real estate investor, of course, is no money down. So do not run to your newest banker or old banker and say, hey, I want to start doing no money down. That's probably not the words that you want the banker wants to hear from you. But you, as a real estate investor, that is your goal. You do not want any money in the game. It's infinite returns. So, for example, let me give you a quick example. So let's just say the house is worth $100,000, also known as ARV. And you, as a savvy investor, lock it up for $50,000, which is possible, 50 cents, or even say 60 cents on the dollar, which is possible. Some banks will loan 70 cents on the dollar. So if you get it for 50, you can probably potentially walk away from closing with $20,000. You can take that $20,000 at 20% and put it down on another property, like $100 and something thousand property. You see the game here. Leverage is extremely powerful. That's why it's L for leverage. This is my shout out to the ladies. Thank you for the leverage. All right. So, sometimes you might get into a property and you may put some money down. That's okay. You might want to wait a little while, pull it all out, and then you have no money in the game. So Van Kellenberg, how do I get leverage? Well, you can use a line of credit, also known as a HELOC loan, on your property. So if you live in a $200,000 house and you only owe $100,000, some banks will loan 80-90% on your residence, and you can pull out that cash, or it's like a floating credit card. You can get leverage through commercial money. There's banks out there that just specialize in loaning to real estate investors like you. You need to find them. Some banks, you call them up, I want to get a rental property, and they're going to say 20% down. Those are probably not the banks that you want to deal with, especially in the beginning. They're just not on the same page as you. Maybe later when you get larger, or in my case, avoid them at all cost. You can also get hard money, which is usually like people that charge a way too high interest, but it's still leverage. You can still use their money for free because you could, if you bought the deal, the asset properly. And then something that I'm all into right now is private money, borrowing and loaning money from your IRA, and it's usually much cheaper, flexible, and faster. All right. The A in ladies, appreciation, aka also known as increase in value of property over time. also referred to as equity buildup. Appreciation is the uptick, the value of an asset over time. Appreciation comes in two forms. Remember this: market appreciation and forced appreciation. Forced, obviously, is what you can do. You're forcing it to increase, like maybe changing something out, and I'll get that in a minute. And then market appreciation. Now, I started investing on the east side of Oklahoma City back in 1999 or 2000. And that side of town, now out of luck, is increasing. Not all the neighborhoods, but some of the areas are. But for whatever it is, that's considered market appreciation. Things shift, things move. There's an area called Paseo. I was down in Paseo in 1999 as well. That has exploded. Also, the plaza area has exploded. Well, your goal is, where's the next area? But ultimately, you're not trying to buy for appreciation. But let's just understand what appreciation is. For the ladies, market appreciation is the organic increase in a property's value due to a variety of factors outside of your control, including local market forces and surrounding property values. So here's an amazing way to think of market appreciation. So I bought a property in a specific area called Lincoln Terrace. Now, years ago, no one wanted to be in that area. It was the hood, okay? Well, there's a savvy investor. It's not me. I know that's me, but there's another savvy investor out there. There's a lot of them in Oklahoma City. One of them is Nathan Cow. Nathan Cow got a deal. These are just huge, giant, kind of ornate homes, historic homes. And this guy goes in there, starts buying them up and flipping them to the tune of $147 a square foot. Wow. Meaning he was buying them for $20, $40 a square foot, no more than 40, putting in that much money. So maybe he has $100 a square foot into the structure, into the deal, and he was turning it for $147. Now let's think about it. You can build a freaking mansion for that. Well, he created this market appreciation and forced appreciation at the same time. Double whammy. Well, what is a forced appreciation? On the other hand, it occurs when the value of the property increases as a direct result of your actions. Yeah, that's you, investor. Think renovations, additions, incorporation of new features. Could be a balcony. It could be all kinds of things. Now, why appreciation? Now, you shouldn't necessarily invest over appreciation. That's kind of like the sprinkles for some of you that like ice cream. For long-term buy and hold investors, that's me. Appreciation, especially market appreciation, is the magic of real estate. The chances to make money on an asset are simple. Now, there's my friend out there, Robert Elder, and I remember he told me this years ago, and I didn't believe him because I was a young investor. Your house should double in 15 years. And I was like, that's impossible. Sure enough, it's true. If you buy it right on the front end, like gangster style, and some of my houses have doubled in value in 15 years. Now, I've only been an investor for almost 20, about 17, 18 years, maybe almost 20, I'm not sure. 1999, do the math, 18 years, there you go. But I'm seeing those results, and I just sold the property for double. But ultimately, be clear and know that cash flow is why it's key. It's everything of why you're doing this as a real estate investor. You're getting in for cash flow, but you're getting out for appreciation. It's exciting. It just automatically goes up. And even some properties that I'm buying for some friends right now that are moving and going on, they bought it kind of right. I don't think I would have bought it a little bit tighter, but they have made income over it, and they're selling it maybe for, you could say, a loss, but they've made money the whole time because they bought it on cash flow. All right, D in ladies is depreciation, a.k.a. tax write-off every year. Ooh, you got to love the government, right? The government allows you depreciation, the loss in the value of a building over time due to wear and tear, deterioration, and age. Now, I just want to be clear, it's not the land. So if a property, let's say in Florida on the beach, the land is worth $550, but the asset, the house on land on top of the ground is only worth $250. You can only appreciate the value of $250, and that's over a long period of time, like 20-something-and-a-half years. I'm not really sure, but in 1986, they amended that rule. Google it up. Depreciation is called a straight line item, and then you got to do appreciation. But this is not the time for that because we're talking about the ladies. Here's the deal. This is real quick and easy. Every home that you own, real estate and property, you get depreciation on it. So it's a fixed number at the end of the year. So on an average, just say you own 10 houses, and let's be conservative. Out of those 10 houses, they depreciate over $1,000 per house. Well, do the math. 10 houses, $1,000 depreciation. That'd be $10,000 off of your taxes at the end of the year. Yep. Bing, bang, boom, boom. So let's just say you're still a real estate investor. You have a wife that still has a job at W-2, or yourself, you're doing it on the side. You got a W-2 job, a regular job, and you're hustling on the side, buying units one at a time. Well, that $10,000 is considered a loss, and it goes against your W-2. So you get that money that you normally wouldn't get back just by owning real estate. Thank you, ladies. All right. LADI is income. Ooh, income is amazing. That's why we're doing this. This is considered income. Real estate, I just read, is 77% of portfolio in millionaires in the United States, meaning that all United States millionaires, 77% of them own real estate. And it's for obvious reasons. A lot of people don't know. They think that they're rich from the stock market. Nope, it's real estate. That's how we do. And it's income, gross income, expenses gross income less expenses is your net income. The great thing about real estate, there's so many ways to profit. You can profit off of rents. You can profit off of fees, services, renting your appliances to people, taking care of their lawn. Say if you cut their lawn for $50 and the lawn care guy charges you $35, you can do an upcharge on that. There's so many ways to make income on real estate. It's amazing. Thank you, ladies. This is why we're doing it. E, equity. Paying down the loan and building up equity. Yep, we just kind of covered that a little bit under appreciation. But here's the cool thing about equity. It's like a free giant piggy bank that your tenant is paying you to stock up cash. Now this equity, we should have an episode on equity. If you like equity, you want to learn more about equity, text me or email me or whatever, Facebook me, message me, comment this. But this thing that I've been learning the last couple of years is this thing called debt equity. So you have an apartment building, you bought it for $200,000. It had forced appreciation in that neighborhood. Thank you, Nathan Cow. Now that property's worth $500,000. Well, now you have this equity built up, and it was like almost for free. You can take that equity out, refinance that property, that apartment building, take that extra $200,000 cash, and make $1 million with it. I don't know where, ladies, I don't know where in the world you can do that. Real estate got me juicy. I'm so glad I got this episode done. I'm a little behind, but we're still crushing it. And we got to give shelter. Everybody needs a place to live. And that's the last for the S. It goes out to shelter. Depreciation expenses can shelter income from taxes. And all people need shelter. Ding, ding. You thought I was just going to talk about people. Nope. You can stick, you doctors out there that I've been hanging out with, I've been really fortunate to get to know some pretty successful people, surgeons and doctors. I'm pretty honored to be around those guys. It's cool because they are masters of their trade. And I'm trying to be a master of my trade. And they're asking me for answers and questions and what should they do with their money. And I'm like, wow, it's amazing being from nothing and having conversations with the most successful people in my area, community. Is just powerful, all through real estate. But these gentlemen and women that are doctors are throwing off $400,000, $500,000, $700,000 in cash, and they don't know what to do with it because they're getting hammered in taxes. And so real estate provides shelter. There you go, ladies, plural, shelter for people to live and shelter your income. You can throw off that W-2 that you're getting, or definitely if you're a doctor, you should convert over to 1099, maybe for expenses, buy commercial property, but you can shelter all your money. Anyway, This is The Savvy Landlord. My name is Stephen Van Kellenberg. You listen to The Savvy Radio Show. I'm so excited that you tuned in, that you made it for 14 minutes and 50 seconds. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to The Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook and always be buying assets.